I am here. Are you able to see me?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I don't need to share my screen.
No.
Okay, gotcha. Good morning, everybody in the Central Region. I'm April Martin, and I'm coming to you from the lovely city of Smithville, Tennessee in DeKalb County. And Whitney, let me know if at any point, because I can't really see what's behind the camera, if I need to adjust my phone in any certain way. So this is kind of new for me, as it is for a lot of you. But I've been doing some resistance training for quite a while, and kind of built up my collection of resistance bands. But I want to start out just talking about what resistance bands are and why they're a good option for getting exercise and that sort of thing. So resistance bands, I'll just show you kind of what I'm talking about here. This is a resistance band that I have a whole bunch of these at my office that I hand out at a lot of things. And your extension agent may actually have some of these as well that they can give you one. But you've probably seen something like this before. You think of this as a resistance band. And basically, you just wrap your hands around it. And the more you wrap your hands around this band and then you pull it, you're going to get more resistance. It's going to be harder to pull it. Okay. So this is one type that you can use. Recently, there's been they call these tube bands, and they're actually attached to each other, go all the way around like in a tube or loop. I'm sorry, these are loop bands. And so these can be used in a variety of ways. You can even take these and, step into them, do some bicep curls and that sort of thing. They come in various levels of resistance. So I think this one is the highest resistance. It says on here somewhere. And then it goes down to a medium, a light, and an ultralight. So I'll be using these a little bit, but this is just another option you can find at the store. Most of these are going to cost you under $10 to $15. I think this set was maybe like $15. Another option that you can buy at the store, I don't remember how much these cost, but I'm wanting to say it was maybe $10 to $15. This is the tube band, have handles on them, and you can use these for a variety of exercises. Again, you can step into it and do bicep curls, lots of different exercises with this. Now, if you don't have resistance bands at home, you're not totally out. This a towel, like a beach towel is going to work best for you. I don't think they work as well as the resistance bands, but you can use these when you're just doing stretches like above your head, and you just kind of you're resisting your own body weight essentially in the towel. Not quite as nice, I think, as the resistance bands, but that's an option for you. And don't laugh, you're going to see my nice little pantyhose here. So pantyhose are stretchable, so this is another good option for you if you don't have resistance bands. You can pull some old pantyhose. I wouldn't want to use your nice ones. Pull those out of your drawers. And a last item that I don't have with me today, you'd have to have a really long piece of it, would be a big piece of elastic, and I would probably get a wide strip as well. So let's get started. There are dozens and dozens of resistance type exercises that you can do. You can find a lot of these on YouTube. Basically, if you can think of anything that you would do at a gym using weights or a machine, you can pretty much do with resistance bands. And I was talking about why they're a good option for exercise, and I mentioned, they're very cheap, it's inexpensive, you don't have to go to a gym. For example, right now during the pandemic, we're trying to limit how much we are out in the public. So if you don't want to go to a gym, this is an option at home. You can do it anywhere. It's also good to, just build your muscles, good for arthritis. So there's so many benefits to it. You target multiple muscles. Whitney, let me know if I get too far away from the camera, because I'm still trying to figure out where I need to be in connection with that. So we're just going to start out, and as I said, there are literally dozens and dozens of different exercises that you can do with these. I'm just going to show you maybe like 7 or 8 this morning, and you can start with these. I would start out with doing 8 to 12, just depending on your level of comfort with each of these. And then just adjust the resistance that you're using as you feel like you can move up. You want to challenge yourself a little bit, but you don't want to overdo it either. Okay, I'm going to start out just using this plain old stretch band that I have here in the office. And I'm just going to wrap my hands around it to the level of resistance that I feel comfortable with, because I want to get a workout, but I don't want to overdo it either. And so if you have some resistance bands there at home or something that you can use, the old pantyhose or whatever you might have, grab that and just come along with me. We're just going to do one rep or one set of each one of these just for time's sake. So normally you would want to do 2 to 3 sets of each one of those. Okay, we're just going to start with our upper body, and we're going to start lifting up and back down. Up and down. And you're trying to pull and feel a little bit of resistance as you're doing this. You're not just doing the up and down motion. Actually have a little bit more resistance. So I'm going to tighten mine up just a little bit. That was 5. I'm really bad about counting if I don't say it out loud. 6. 7. And 8. And remember, you can start out at 8 and go all the way up to 12 as your level increases. So that is one exercise that you can do. And again, with the resistance band, if you didn't find this type where it has different levels, you can do the same thing with these as well, or your pantyhose. The next one we're going to do is, this is for the shoulders. You're going to go up above your head and just stretch out, back in, out, and back in. And you can start to feel the burn. Feel your muscles working into this. 4, 5, 6. I'm glad I shaved last night. 7 and 8. Okay. So that's another really good one to do. And by the way, almost all of these that I'm doing, you could also do seated as well. There may be a few of them probably want to stand up for, but almost all of them is seated. Let's do our biceps now. I sort of demonstrated that one earlier. And what you can do is put this under your feet, and then on the sides, again, get to the level of resistance that you desire. And with your arms at your sides, and you're just going to slowly lift up on each side and back down. So it's the same movement as if you're in the gym using a machine or hand weights, but you're just using the resistance of this band. And it's, it's pretty similar, just depending on how tight you make, it's pretty similar to what you could use in a gym. I think that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Yeah. I'm going to go to the chair. Whitney, tell me if I need to adjust my camera. I'm down in the chair. And one of the back exercises that we can do for our backs is if you'll put your stretch band around the back of the chair, and it's the resistance level that you want. And then you're going to take your fist out in front of you. Oh, wait, that's a little bit too much resistance. Okay. So take your fist out in front of you, like you're going to, almost like you're going to punch something in front of you. 1, 2, 3, and this is working your shoulders and your back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that was working our back. Now another one that you can do with the stretch band behind your chair, I'll take one is coming around from this angle. And again, this is working your shoulders and your back. I think this was mainly working your shoulders though. That's where I feel it at.
I don't see everybody. I don't see what.
You're back too far. We can't see you.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay.
I can still just see your head.
Because our people are that better.
Much better. Whoa.
So move the camera.
I'd like to also mention to participants in the upper right-hand corner, find the word view.
Okay, what happened?
I don't know.
If you'll find the word view in the upper right-hand corner and select speaker view, it will also make April larger on your screen.
How is this now? Someone let me know.
We can still just see your top half.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna get somebody to come up here. Hold on.
I think it might be the views on your own screen because I can see her just perfectly.
I can see her too.
Cameras may be off, but everyone's still moving, right? For our activity portion. My camera's on, but I am still moving a little bit.
That's true. Andrea, what is your last name?
Oh, this is Ann Waggoner.
Hi, Anne.
Hey.
Okay. Okay, I have a personal assistant. Is this better?
Much better.
Yeah, I was afraid if I didn't have somebody hold the camera, this would look actually in the paper. Okay. So we go back to the shoulders and back exercise that we were doing. I think I was on number 4, so that's how are we doing on time, Whitney? 7 and 8. Okay, this next one is going to be one that you can do either with the loop bands I showed you. Actually, this was easier to use, but you can also use a stretchy band. And what you'll do if you're using one of these is you're going to wrap it around your leg. If you got one of these, you're going to have to tie. The bands have to tie. You just put it on. You might have to make a knot. Okay, so this one, we're going to work our leg muscles, and you're going to step side to side. I actually need this to be tighter. I don't feel like I'm getting much resistance from it, but you get the idea. And so you're working your thigh muscles with this one. 4, 5. It's almost not. 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's another one that you can do seated that's good for your thighs, and it's called the clamshells. And with this one, you're going to sit and just, I'm not going to turn around because it won't be a pretty sight. I'm going to do this, so this one sideways. But you're just going to kind of open up your legs. Again, fix the resistance to the level where you're feeling a little burn to it. 6, 7, and 8. All right, I think I had one more. I'm gonna switch over to the blue because it's a little bit easier for me. They're kind of tiny to put your feet in at first, but once you do that, you're good. Okay, so this is one that you can do for your glutes. Lift up, down, up, down, 3. And those of you that have gone to the gym and used the machines, this will remind you of the one you're working your quadricep, your upper leg here. 4, I think that was 5 actually. 6, 7, 8. Okay, and that's about all the exercises I had. There are many more that you can do. You can honestly just think of all the different machines that you would use in the gym for weight resistance. And you can usually just kind of think of a way that you would do it with these bands, to be honest with you. And also there's lots of videos on YouTube that are really good, but I just like them because they're inexpensive and you don't have to go anywhere. You can just be in the comfort of your own home. So I don't know how much time we have left, but if there's any questions in the chat, feel free to go ahead and ask.
I don't think we have any questions right now, April.
Okay. Thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a great retreat and a wonderful day.
Great. Thank you,
so
April.
much, April.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you doing that.
Thank you, April.
Thank you,
Thank you.
April.
Thank you, April.